Good morning, the tube. All was good in Tubeland. Beautiful day today. This morning I'm meeting up with Dryad Bushcraft. True. Howdy, ma'am. A lovely day of bushcraft, so bring it on. It's been years since I come down this area. We're down in Swansea. At the moment I'm in the Heritage Park, waiting for everyone to turn up. There we go, take care, safe land out, ciao for now, tidy bye and all the other good stuff, and I'll get back to you soon with a few pictures and videos. Take it easy all. Yeah, so far he's got us collecting wood, and now we're off to find some hazel to do some woodwork. So it's absolutely beautiful. Got us chewing on some hawthorn leaves and some leaf edge. It's nice too.
The propellers on the Spitfires and Hurricanes were made out of laminated beech. If you ever look at a cut, there. What I can see there, you're trying to take two.
No, I'm just getting narrower.
Okay. So you start a bit, go a bit lower down and then there. And just try and remove a small bit. And then.
Yeah, so it's back to basics on the knife work.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's back to basics on the knife work, and happy days.
Working with a knife while you're crouching is what everybody tends to do. Everything gets brought in.
It should just continue all the way until it ignites like that. So the rod stays where it is. Very long. Retire to a safe distance. Interestingly, the French resistance used this as a delay for igniting incendiaries. So onto the sharp edge. There you go. Okay. It's so sunny at the moment I can't see it, so I can just feel the heat. Now I'll put this into my tinder bundle here. Wrap it up. And we just blow on it. Why do we blow on it?
Oxygen.
Yeah, so you're forcing oxygen in. In order to get a fire you need three things. What are they? Fuel, heat, and oxygen. So all three together makes the fire triangle. There we go. So that's the... So like I said, once you've done that, you don't need a lot of the dust, just a little bit. Roll it up into a little cigar shape. That's the rescue aircraft there.
I've seen the smoke signal.
Okay, so you kind of roll it up, and you want it to be quite a tight roll as well, so work it between the palms of your hands. So it should look a bit like that, okay? Doobie. Once you've done that, what you need to do is get right over the top of it. So I prefer this technique where I can get like this. I've seen other people doing it with a slightly different technique. Put the roll in the centre of the board, and what we're trying to do now is roll. Can you hear that nice rumbly sound? That's what we're looking for. She does. So once you've got that smouldering, and it's just a friction method, it's just the fibres rubbing together creates the friction. Wrap it up in your tinder. great thing about this, it'll smoulder for ages, gives you loads of time. Sometimes it takes a while to get going, but you've got a huge amount of smouldering material to work with.
Getting lightheaded by now.
It's because he's filming it.
Yeah, quite some hedges and pretty cautious. I've just murdered another council.
Just use a little bit of this charcoal to speed it up. There we are, that made life easier. I've used up all your data. Obviously in a survival situation it doesn't have to be this big. You also need a drill. This has to be very, very straight. My favourite is hazel because it grows all around here, it's dry, and it's not uncommon to find straight dead standing hazel as well, so it's ready to go straight from the woods, you don't have to season it. So what we do is you use a knife and round off the tip. Some of the techniques you've done already today with Rick will come into play here. So you just use the knife to round off the tip of the drill. This is the end that you want the friction to be maximised, so you want a good surface area at this end. Point. The other, not like a really sharp point, but sort of a blunt point. There you go. So nice straight drill, blunt and rounded at one end, slightly pointed at the other. You also need a bearing block. This is actually crucial to success. It can just be a piece of wood. Green wood is best with a hole made in it. You can mash up some holly leaves or green leaves or just spit in it. Anything to sort of allow that to spin and not get too hot. The best thing of all, if you're near the coast, is a limpet shell. You can eat those as well. So you've got a meal and a bearing block, so you put one of those. That's what I prefer to use if I can. And then you need a bow. Any piece of wood with a bit of a bend to it will work fine. That's about the right length for me. You don't want it too heavy, it doesn't have to be a big solid log. What you don't want is something really flexible. So if it's thin and whippy, it's not going to allow you to get enough tension on the bow, and it probably won't work. Strong cord, bootlaces, paracord, any kind of synthetic cord should work very well. In the natural environment, certainly our ancestors would have used animal hide or animal sinew, which is even stronger than modern materials. So there's lots of ways of improvising that. Horsehair, there's all kinds of things that will work. As long as it's a flexible, strong cord, that should work fine. So what we do to start off with, use a knife and make a shallow dip, first of all, in the surface of the board. Just make some semicircular cuts like this. And incidentally, never do it like this. This is what we call winkle picking. It's like the recipe for disaster. So always work, if you're using a knife like this, always work down onto a firm surface, hands well out of the way. So once you've made that little dip, take your bow, and what we do is take one good twist of the string, like that, around the drill. So it's like that. Now it's under quite a lot of tension. If I let it go, it'll go flying off, whack one of you, so I'll hold it tight. Take the end of the drill, slightly moisten that, put that into the bearing block, put your foot quite close, only about 2 or 3 centimetres away from the hole. And you'll notice this is very important as well. I've got a good contact between my left arm, right into my wrist there, my shin bone is right into there. That gives me a very stable position, and I'm right over the top of it. What you don't want to be doing is sort of being back here. You won't get any kind of stability, it'll just wobble around. Get yourself right over the top, almost a straight line from the tip of the drill to your chin, and you're looking straight down at it, and then using the full length of the string, move the bow forwards and backwards. Now pace yourself, because a lot of people rush into this thinking it's like a 100-metre race. Think of it more as a 400-metre. So you start off kind of a fast jog, build up a bit of speed, get that heat going, and then you go in for a sprint finish, okay? So just build it up, get lots of smoke. You can see the end of the drill is very hot, and I've started creating a lot of this very fine black dust. If the dust is light brown and chunky, it probably means the wood is too rotten or the wrong kind of wood. And generally, if it's not getting black or at least very dark brown, it's probably not worth continuing with that material. So find something else and kind of don't waste too much energy on materials that won't work. I'm going to trim the sides as well, because I only want friction right at the very tip of this, so I'll just trim the edges off like that. Now this end, if it's got a bit mushroomed and a bit squished, just tidy it up a little bit. Getting busy at the airport today. Okay, so that's ready to go again. Keep that end off the ground as well, keep it nice and dry. Now you see here I've burnt a circle in. I could continue to rub that with the bow drill, and I will collect all this dust around the edge, but the problem is it'll most likely cool down and it won't actually start to smoulder. But if I make a notch, all that dust collects in the notch and it sort of reaches critical mass, it starts to smoulder. So what I'm going to do now is just cut into this, make that notch. You don't want the notch to be too big, so about, think of it as 1/8 of the size of the circle is about right. I'll pass it around so you can see the shape of it. Take a little piece of bark or any kind of flat material just to catch the dust as it forms. And we're back to where we were again, so spin that round. So now this time I keep going until the notch is completely full of dust, should be sort of overflowing. You get that lovely noise, just push down a bit harder and it should disappear. Or I could just keep going to annoy you. the smoke is really bad. It's worse than the smoke from the fire. Okay, so you can see that smouldering really nicely now. Now what a lot of people do at this point is really panic and go, gotta get it into the tinder bundle really quickly. But you've got plenty of time, catch your breath. Just fan it gently with your hand. If it's really windy you might need to do this a bit quicker, but on a day like today it's fine. So don't put it into the tinder bundle until you see some red. There you go, I've got a little glow there. Just open up the tinder bundle, drop that right into the middle of it, wrap it up, not too tightly, just leave a little opening to blow in. That's it. Oh. That's not hot. Okay, so that's a really easy survival method. I say it's easy. Takes a little bit of practice to get used to the technique, but once you've got that basic technique, it's probably the easiest of the survival techniques to actually use. As you can see, it doesn't take very long. As long as you go through that process, it's quite quick.
Well, fair play, that was interesting. It's a nice little place, fair play. Beautiful woodland.
Have you got a YouTube channel?
Brilliant.
Places.
Yeah, so a quick recap. Went off first of all to get some wood, sort out the fire, then we done general life skills, went on a bit of a tree ID and done the fire lighting. Now they're going to sort out some dinners. I can hear loads of bees around here. Anyway, I better get back in and join the clan, and we'll take care.
Okay, and again. Flush it out. Any other little bits and bobs. Kind of anything that goes here, the sort of the woodland creatures will have it. Mr. Mole and Matty Badger. Basically, we're kind of getting that out. It just sort of makes the fish taste a bit bitter. And that's the pocket that comes in again. Smash it. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to do that. Down the spine, okay, which is kind of in the middle of the fish. And so you're doing that, but you're doing that and that. So you're sort of moving your thumb one way down the ribs. You'll feel the rib, and your forefinger the other way. So you're going to kind of go down like that. Derbyshire. Yeah,
not too far about Derbyshire, you know.
Not yeah, it's kind of one of the biggest. Okay. Not up in the head.
They come out easier.
Yes, we just filleted fish, and I took a little walk, and got a privy there for number 2s, anywhere for number 1s, and that's for the ladies for number 1s. But yeah, just filleted the fish and made a frame to put the fish around. So yeah, all's good, loving it. Check it out.